Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Great to have you tuning in for another video. And yeah, today I've got a review video coming up of the Nike Pegasus Trail 2. Right guys, so as always, first things first, I bought this shoe 100% with my own money. This video and everything I do, nothing to do with Nike at all as a company. I bought this for £114, I think, off the Nike.com website. So no ad, no sponsorship, nothing like that. These opinions are entirely my own. Right guys, as always, we'll break this video up into 4 different sections. So we're gonna have comfort, price, looks, and then performance. So before we get stuck into that, we're just gonna have a little summary for all the key facts and figures. First thing first, let's go through the stats. So I bought this in my very usual size 12. All of my Nike shoes, apart from the Pegasus Turbo 2, are in size 12. True to size for me. It's a really nice wide fitting shoe here at the front where the forefoot is located. So yeah, really sort of very much on the wide side. If you're a runner that has wide feet, as a lot of us do, manufacturers don't half like making narrow shoes. But yeah, you're not going to struggle with this. Really nice wide fitting at the front. It's also a neutral shoe, so not too much support on the inside here, but yeah, sort of neutral shoe. And also I can get these figures off Nike, but I think it's around about a 10mm drop. So stack height 31 at the back and 21mm at the front. And then coming up to the most important thing, which everyone's talking about the shoe, the weight. Yeah, 333 grams in a UK size 10. That is on the heavy side, we're not going to lie. We'll get into a little bit deeper dive into that later on. And finally, the type of shoe. Yeah, it's obviously a trail shoe. It's got a lot of lugs on the bottom for that sort of grip and support when you're out on the trails, but also you could use this on the road. I like to think of it as a door to trail shoe. You come out your door, you can run a few Ks on the road, get to the trail, do your trail run, and then come back off. If you've got a little bit of some road sections in your trail run as well, it's going to do just fine there. But yeah, not a dedicated road shoe. You really want to be taking this off-road on some nice trails. Right, let's get into comfort. Well guys, so out the box, I put this shoe on and I went out for a 27 or 28k run straight off the bat. Didn't even think about it, put the shoe on, was jumping around, just like, this is a very, very comfortable shoe. I've got to say, probably the most comfortable trail shoe I've ever put on my feet. It just felt great. As I say, on that first run, a little bit risky to do that, but it really held up super, super well. So comfort, just fantastic out the box. Now then that weight starts to come into it. So it didn't affect me, but I really think at that sort of very higher end, if you're out there for a long time on the trails, which is what this shoe is sort of targeted at, you might find your legs get a little bit fatigued as they go on. The lacing system here, I really got nice and locked down. There was no slipping whatsoever. Got a really nice fit, ankle nice and secure, and then I've got this lovely sort of padding all around the edge here, around the ankle, sort of that sort of booty type feeling. Really gets it nice and locked down in your ankle. And also a little sort of bonus, which is really good with trail shoes, because that's so snug there around your sock and your ankle, no stones can get in, which is a really big annoyance when you're out running on trail. So as I said at the start, nice wide fitting shoe. Again, my feet had loads of room throughout the shoe, no sort of discomfort there on no sort of pinch points, no sort of hot spots or anything like that. Felt really, really nice on all the running I've done so far. And yeah, coming on to sort of some slight negatives, it is very soft. This is probably the softest shoe, and I've worn a lot of the Hoka shoes and even the Bondi shoes. It is very soft. It's very kind of that sort of marshmallowy feel. Some runners, if you're running some longer distances, are really going to like that potentially. But if you're running some of the shorter distances, are looking for a bit of responsiveness and that sort of thing, this is not really going to be the shoe for you. Overall guys, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5, only losing that sort of 0.5 there just because it is so soft, and I think probably a little bit too soft. Right, moving on to the price. So yeah, as I say, I paid £115 for this. I thought that was actually not too bad at all. So in the States and things, that's going to be around about $129, or in the Europe about 120 euros. As good quality trail shoes go, as I say, I don't think that's too bad. Hoka, you're going to be paying a little bit more. So something like the ATRs and the Speedgoats run around about £130. So a significant sort of step up with its sort of main rivals there. Of course, you can get things a little bit cheaper. And at the moment, you're never going to get these on sale at the moment. So in terms of how long it's going to last, which is what we all want to know with these shoes, well, I've done around about 100 Ks in these shoes so far. I can't tell they've done anything really apart from the dirt that's on them. Really got to give it a solid 4 out of 5. Right guys, looks and style, we won't dwell on this too much because it's very much a personal opinion, but I think these shoes just look absolutely fantastic. Really love this colorway, this kind of Volt green I think Nike call it, with the blue and the sort of yellow upper here. I just think they look absolute $1 million. You put them on your feet and you just want to get out there and get your run done. In the ladies colorway, here is the latest ladies colorway. Maybe not quite as nice. I'm very happy with the men's choice here, but yeah, equally a very good looking shoe nevertheless. Really love this this sort of pull thing. What do you call that? Let me know down in the comments. This pull tab here to get the shoe nicely sort of locked down when you're putting it on your feet. So overall, looks and style, I've really got to do this a solid 5 out of 5. I think Nike have done a fantastic job. Right guys, so let's wrap up this with a chat about performance. That's what it's all about. How well is this shoe going to do on our feet? Well, let's start with the positives. If you're going to be out on some nice sort of dry trails, not too loose and that sort of thing, this shoe is going to be fantastic. The grip I found here in the summer in the UK on all the trails I've been on so far has been really good. Yeah, haven't sort of slipped over or anything too much. Now, when I have been out on, there was one day I went out and it was a little bit damp underfoot and I could feel it getting a little bit slippy, a little bit like the Pegasus 36 Trail. It's just not a great shoe. When it gets a little bit muddy, the grip and the lugs just aren't sort of deep enough. Something like a sort of a Speedgoat or yeah, something like that is just going to keep you planted a little bit better in wet conditions. Not really what this shoe's designed for, so I can't mark it down too much on that. It really wants to be that jack of all trades, just middle of the road shoe that's good on the vast majority of trails. So yeah, if it's really loose and sort of rocky, not going to be great. If it's really wet and muddy, really not going to be great. It's not the shoe you want to be reaching for. But it's going to really help eat up the miles. If you're out there, you've got some really long distance racing. I could see myself doing a 100-mile race in this shoe quite easily. 50 miles, those long sort of distances where you want all of that cushioning, this shoe is going to be absolutely fantastic. As I say, just eat up those miles. I felt great when I took this shoe off. Not because I was taking it off, but just, yeah, and sort of pulled up really nicely the next day after all the runs I've been on. It's really looked after me really well when I've been out on the trail. But we can't get away from those negatives on the performance side of things. Yes, it is a heavy shoe. It's not very responsive whatsoever. If you've got some short, sharp sort of trail racing to do, this really isn't what I'd be reaching for at all. Something like some of the Salomon shoes, that sort of like 5 or 10k trail races, this is going to feel a little bit heavy on your foot. You're just not going to get that sort of response that you want from this type of shoe. Yeah, the Pegasus 36 Trail might be a little bit better for that sort of thing. A little bit more responsive, not quite as heavy. You feel a little bit more of the road beneath your feet. But as I say, that sort of jack of all trades trail shoe that this it's holding up really well, and I've been really happy with the performance so far with this shoe. So what do we award this? I give it a 4 out of 5. So yeah guys, there we have it, the Nike Pegasus 2 Trail, 17.5 out of 20. I've been really enjoying it. My girlfriend Sarah's been really enjoying the ladies version, and yeah, it's a definite shoe that I'd recommend getting out there and giving it a go. As I say, if you've got some shorter races, you want that sort of responsiveness and you like that kind of feel and feedback from the road, give this one a miss. But if you're just looking for that sort of general overall trail shoe, just that one sort of shoe in the garage that you can reach for and it will look after you out on the trail, then yeah, definitely I'd recommend giving this shoe a go. Right guys, so yeah, let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this shoe? Have you got a pair on order? Have you been running in it so far? What do you think? Are you enjoying it? Are you going to get one of these shoes? Do you like Nike trail shoes? And yeah, coming up very shortly, we're going to have a review of the new Asics Nova Blast. Really looking forward to that one. The Nike Pegasus 37. Great shoe so far. And also the New Balance More, I think that one's called. Yeah, haven't really used that one too much, but they'll be coming up very shortly, so make sure you subscribe for loads of reviews and yeah, tips and tricks to help you guys out with your running. Enjoy getting it done on the trails. Thank you very much for the support with the hats, the hoodies, the t-shirts and wraps, all available on benparks.com. Keeps this camera rolling and these lights turned on. And yeah, happy running, happy trails, and guys, keep on getting it done. And thank you to the Patreon supporters as well. Right guys, we'll see you in the next one.